Hey y'all, today I'm going to show you how to clean and steam and season these absolutely delicious Cherrystone clams. Cherrystone clams are the large size that are very juicy and flavorful, and it's perfect for a summer dish. So let's get to cooking. I have 1 dozen clams. I bought them from my local grocery store. Usually I pay about 70 cents each. So it's a total of about $8.50 for this amount. I have to clean them first because they do contain some sand inside of them because that's the environment they grow in. So we're going to purge these. First, I'm rinsing them off in a big bowl of water just to get any sand off the exterior. So I'm just doing that with my hand. And then I drain that water. And you could see a little bit of grit and stuff there already, but that was just plain water. So I'm going to pour that out. And now I have my clams that are clean on the outside, but now we got to clean them on the inside. So I'm putting them back into a clean bowl. For my dozen clams, I'm using about a half a gallon, maybe a little bit more than a half a gallon of cool water. And to that, I'm adding sea salt. So we're going to cause these clams to purge or open up a little bit, absorb some of that salt water, and then expel the salt with the sand. I'm using a total of 3 tablespoons of sea salt. It's very important that you use sea salt. Then I'm going to cover these with a clean kitchen towel and just let it sit for an hour and let it do its business on my countertop. After 50 minutes, I get a big pan that is shallow, a fry pan, and I add less than 1 inch of water to let that come up to a quick boil so that we can steam our clams. And I put the lid on. Now I'm rinsing off my clams just to get any salt off of the exterior, and I'm placing them into a new bowl. So in this time, it's had a chance to open and close and expel the salt with the sand out of the shell. So I'm pouring out the salt water in my sink. Next up, I'm going to season my water. I'm adding Old Bay because that's the seafood seasoning I like, but you can add what you like. If you just like garlic powder, onion powder, then you can add that maybe with some lemon or water, but I definitely like the seafood seasoning. Notice how high the water is coming up to the clam, almost halfway. We want these to steam, not boil. So I'm placing the lid on and I'm letting these go on a medium heat. I'm going to check them at about 4 or 5 minutes to see which ones have opened. While that's going, I'm making my lemon butter sauce. I have about 3 tablespoons of butter, 2 or 3 squirts of lemon juice, and now I am adding granulated onion powder and granulated garlic because I like the flavor this has. I'm letting that cook down, and after about 6 minutes, look at my clams, y'all. Y'all can see that some of them have opened, some haven't. Look at that. It's big, it's juicy, and look at that seafood seasoning. These will continue to cook after you pull them out the heat, so I do take them off a little bit early. I don't let them steam until they're completely cooked because then by the time I'm ready to eat them, they will be overcooked. These clamshells are very, very hot, so don't get any water on your hand like I did here because it did hurt. What I like to do for serving this is to twist the top off of some of the clams. Now, I do have this clam knife that I bought a long time ago from some seafood restaurant I was in. I'm sure I asked them if I could buy it. I didn't just take it because that would be theft. But what I like to do is use that clam knife, and I like to scrape the clam off of the muscle for some of them in the bowl. So in the final bowl, it's not just a big serving of shells, right? It's more meat than shells. And so twist the shell off some and then completely shuck others, and you'll get something very yummy at the end. So this is what it looks like. I added a couple of pieces of lemon, and then I squeezed some fresh lemon juice onto the clam. And because I'm not done yet, I added my melted lemon butter. Now this was whole butter, so you can see that there are some white milk solids. It doesn't bother me at all, but if it bothers you, you can use ghee or clarified butter. And then I'm just going to finish it off with some parsley. Dried parsley adds beautiful color and a nice appearance. And then a last squeeze of lemon juice, and there we have it. You could pair this with some pasta, maybe some Alfredo. I personally like it with salad or just having the clams by themselves for a light lunch. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please click on my playlist to see my other seafood recipes.